Michael, what's today's audio topic?
Today we're comparing coaxial digital cables, AudioQuest's Cinnamon and Mogami's 2964.
Isn't this your first time comparing coaxial digital cables?
It's my first time comparing coaxial digital cables against each other.
I see. Master wants to hear about the coaxial digital cable comparison too, right?
Yes, I want to hear it.
Did you notice any difference with the coaxial digital cables?
I was worried if I could tell the difference with coaxial cables, but surprisingly, there was a difference.
Really? What equipment did you use?
The source was Amazon Music, the network streamer was LinkPlay's WM Ultra, the DAC was SMSL's SUX, the amp was SMSL's PA200, and the speakers were B&W's 805D4. I compared AudioQuest's Cinnamon and Mogami's 2964 coaxial digital cables between the WM Ultra network streamer and the SUX DAC.
What about the prices?
The Cinnamon is $63 for 75 centimeters. The 2964 is $1 per meter without plugs. I bought the 2964 with CAN-R RCP C3A terminations and paid $17 for 75 centimeters.
There's a price difference. By the way, what exactly is a coaxial digital cable?
Excluding high-end audio, digital signals are transmitted via optical cables or RCA-type coaxial cables. Optical cables transmit signals using light, as the name implies. Coaxial cables transmit data as electrical signals, voltage changes.
Is coaxial digital cable the same as RCA analog audio cable?
Structurally, they're the same, but their impedances differ. Coaxial digital cable has an impedance of 75 ohms, while RCA analog audio cable doesn't have a fixed impedance.
So analog audio cables are kind of arbitrary, huh?
That's right. You can plug an RCA-type analog audio cable into a coaxial digital connector. But connecting with an RCA cable that deviates significantly from 75 ohms might cause signal attenuation, reflections, or synchronization issues. The cable shape is the same, but analog cables handle analog signals, while digital cables handle binary digital signals. So while they look alike, the signals they carry are vastly different.
So it's better to use dedicated cables for coaxial digital ports. Are there spec sheets for both?
Here's the spec sheet. Many values aren't publicly disclosed, so I've listed only the comparable ones. Both conductors use high-purity copper. The exact purity isn't specified. The only difference is that only the Cinnamon has a 1.25% silver plating.
What are the benefits of silver plating the cable?
Let me summarize the benefits of silver plating cables. First, advantageous for high-frequency signal transmission. Electrical signals flow closer to the surface of the conductor as frequency increases due to the skin effect. Silver has higher electrical conductivity than copper. Plating the surface with silver reduces transmission loss of high-frequency components. Silver plating is perfect for coaxial digital cables handling high frequencies. Second, cost-effectiveness. Using pure silver throughout the conductor is expensive. Plating a thin layer of silver onto copper strikes a balance between performance and cost. This achieves some of the sound characteristics of pure silver cables while keeping the price lower. Third, enhanced resolution. It's said to improve sound resolution, resulting in a clearer, sharper tone. High-frequency extension and airiness tend to be emphasized. Fourth, oxidation resistance. When silver oxidizes, it forms silver sulfide, which maintains conductivity to some extent. Copper oxidation significantly reduces conductivity, so applying silver to the surface ensures stable, long-term contact.
Silver plating copper offers many advantages.
But that does raise the price, though. AudioQuest's Cinnamon uses 1.25% silver plating, keeping the price down, but their coffee model uses 10% silver plating and costs around $795.
So Cinnamon is the silver-plated option with a lower price point.
For those wanting to upgrade cables while keeping costs down, Cinnamon is probably just right. Next, about the shielding. Both cables feature double shielding. The Cinnamon uses aluminum and copper braid shielding, while the 2964 uses aluminum and tin-plated copper braid shielding. They differ slightly. The tin-plated 2964 has a longer lifespan. The difference between the two lies in cable directionality.
Cable directionality?
It's recommended to connect the cable with the arrow pointing in the direction the signal flows. Only the Cinnamon has directionality. The 2964 is non-directional.
Doesn't the sound stay the same no matter which way you connect the cable?
Honestly, I think so too. But AudioQuest probably believes cable directionality matters. There are two reasons cables have directionality. First, shield grounding method. AudioQuest sometimes designs cables where only one side of the shielding layer connects to the equipment's ground. This allows external noise to escape through one end of the cable, preventing it from entering the signal path. Therefore, the noise discharge side, base of the arrow, and the signal flow exit side, tip of the arrow, are defined. Second, conductor directional processing. They perform directional control on the metal conductors, copper or silver, explaining that this stabilizes the electron flow characteristics along the crystal growth direction of the metal. This seems to be based on the idea that the conductor's microstructure might slightly influence how current and noise flow. In practice, for digital signals like SPDIF coaxial, theoretically, if the bits arrive accurately, directionality should make little difference. However, factors like single-side shield grounding or noise flow control might make them susceptible to jitter or external noise, potentially resulting in perceptible sound quality differences. Reviews show some users notice sound differences depending on direction, while others report no change.
AudioQuest cables are delicately crafted. What do you think?
I don't think reversing the cable connection makes a significant difference in sound, but there's no need to reverse directional cables unless you have to. Both cables are flexible, but the 2964 is surprisingly soft. When space between equipment and walls is tight, having a soft cable is a real plus.
How did the sound differ between the two cables?
Before trying both, I expected little difference since it's just digital signal transfer. But surprisingly, the sound did change with the two cables.
How so?
The Cinnamon had a denser sound. Compared to that, the 2964 felt a bit thinner. It's not a difference in resolution or SN ratio, but you can tell when you listen side by side.
Which one do you prefer?
The richer, denser sound of the Cinnamon. I think the carefully crafted, intricate structural differences come through in the sound. That said, it wasn't as dramatic a difference as the Belden versus AudioQuest speaker cables we discussed before. If you're not too particular, the 2964 is perfectly adequate.
So coaxial digital cables really do affect the sound, huh? Master, wasn't comparing those cables interesting today?
Yes, interesting.